In the global arms race, where cutting-edge aircraft often define a nation's technological prowess, South Korea has made a thunderous entry. With the unveiling of its KF-21 Boramae, often nicknamed simply as the KF-21 or KF-2 in media buzz, Seoul has stepped into an elite circle of countries capable of designing and manufacturing advanced fighter jets. For a nation once seen as an underdog in aviation history, this achievement has captured worldwide attention, sparking curiosity and concern in equal measure. But is the KF-21 truly a game-changing combat aircraft, or is it just a flashy symbol of prestige? Let's dive deep into its origins, features, and the global ripples it's creating. The road to the KF-21. Before the KF-21, South Korea's aviation efforts were modest, relying on imports and co-developed trainers like the KT-1 Wongbee and the T-50 Golden Eagle. These platforms proved useful, but were never meant to rival advanced multi-role fighters, such as the F-35 or Su-35. The ROKAF still depended on aging F-4 Phantoms and F-5 Tigers, relics from the Vietnam War era. Meanwhile, threats from North Korea's missiles, China's growing military, and Russia's influence highlighted the urgent need for modernization. In 2001, President Kim Dae-jung launched the ambitious Korean Fighter Experimental Program, aimed at building a next-generation jet tailored to Korea's needs. Despite years of redesigns and political hurdles, the project pressed forward. The result was the KF-21 Boramae, or Young Hawk, a symbol of Korea's ambition and its rise as an aerospace power, building the beast. The KF-21 project became South Korea's largest defense program, costing 18.6 trillion won, $16.6 billion. Led by Korea Aerospace Industries with the Agency for Defense Development, it gained momentum in 2015 when Korea Aerospace Industries was tasked with building 6 prototypes and 2 test models. By April 2021, the first prototype was unveiled, marking Korea's entry into the elite fighter jet club. Support from the US and Lockheed Martin provided over 20 advanced technologies from the F-35, though key systems like radars and electronic warfare were withheld. Instead of faltering, Korean engineers developed these systems themselves. This achievement underscored Korea's growing technological independence and aerospace ambition. Design and engineering. The KF-21 Boramae closely resembles the American F-22 Raptor, reflecting Lockheed Martin's influence, yet it is no mere copy. Its sleek, twin-engine, single-seat design with trapezoidal wings and angled vertical stabilizers enhances agility and stability. Though not a full 5th-generation stealth jet, it uses radar-reducing contours, S-shaped intakes, and space for future internal weapons bays. Powered by 2 GE F414 engines made under license in Korea, it can supercruise, maintain supersonic flight without afterburners. The jet also features a cutting-edge active electronically scanned array radar and homegrown electronic warfare systems rivaling the F-35. At 16.9 meters long with a wingspan of 11.2 meters, it has a maximum takeoff weight of 25.4 tons, lighter than both the Su-35 and F-35. With a top speed of Mach 1.9 and a range of 2,900 kilometers, the Boramae proves itself a formidable contender in modern air combat. Armament, a flexible warrior. The KF-21. Boramae has been engineered to function as a truly flexible warrior, capable of carrying an extensive range of weapons across its 10 external hardpoints. For air-to-air combat, it can be armed with advanced missiles such as the Meteor, AIM-120 Advanced Medium-Range Air-to-Air Missile, and Infrared Imaging System tail, providing beyond visual range engagement capabilities of up to 180 kilometers. On the ground attack front, the fighter can deploy Taurus KEPD-350 cruise missiles, which boast a strike range of more than 500 kilometers, allowing it to hit hardened targets deep behind enemy lines. With a payload capacity of 7,700 kilograms, the Boramae can carry a wide mix of weaponry, making it equally effective in dogfights or precision strike missions. Although the current prototypes rely on external mounts, Design studies and assembly photos suggest that later production models, particularly the Block 2 and Block 3 variants, will incorporate internal weapons bays. This upgrade would significantly enhance the jet's stealth profile by reducing its radar cross-section, aligning it more closely with the standards of fifth-generation fighters. Block development strategy. The development of the KF-21 Boramae follows a phased, modular strategy designed to steadily expand its capabilities while managing costs and ensuring long-term competitiveness. Instead of being introduced as a finished product from the outset, the fighter will evolve across 3 distinct blocks. Block Y is focused on air superiority, tailoring the jet primarily for dogfighting and interception missions. Block 2 will transform the Boramae into a true multi-role aircraft, equipping it with the ability to conduct both strike operations and ground attack missions, in addition to air-to-air engagements. Finally, Block 3 is expected to deliver the most advanced features, including full stealth integration, internal weapon bays, and potentially thrust vectoring engines that would significantly improve maneuverability. This phased approach allows South Korea not only to spread development and production costs over time, but also to continually introduce new technologies, ensuring the KF-21 remains a competitive fighter jet for decades to come. More than just a Korean hawk. The KF-21 Boramae is more than just a tool to safeguard South Korea's skies. It also represents a bold step into the global fighter jet market. Indonesia has already signed on as a development partner, committing to purchase 50 aircraft to replace its aging Sukhoi fleet, while nations like Turkey and Egypt have expressed keen interest, particularly after encountering sanctions or setbacks in their attempts to acquire Russian Su-35s. Beyond these early adopters, other countries across Asia and the Middle East are closely watching the KF-21, viewing it as a cost-effective alternative to the prohibitively expensive F-35. By combining near fifth-generation capabilities with a far more accessible price tag, South Korea is positioning the Boramae as a formidable competitor in the global export market, standing alongside challengers such as China's FC-31, Turkey's TFX, and Russia's Su-75 checkmate. How does it stack up against the competition? The KF-21. Boramae sits between generations, more advanced than fourth-gen jets like the F-16 or Eurofighter Typhoon, yet shy of full stealth platforms like the F-35 or F-22. Compared to the F-35, it is cheaper and easier to maintain, though it lacks full stealth and advanced sensor fusion. Against China's J-20, the Boramae may be less stealthy but is likely more reliable thanks to its Western engineering roots. Russia's Su-75 checkmate remains largely on paper, while the KF-21 has already reached prototype testing. European fighters like the Rafale and Gripen remain formidable, but Korea's jet strikes a balance between performance and affordability. This makes it an attractive choice for nations seeking near fifth-generation capabilities without breaking defense budgets. In short, the KF-21 is a best of both worlds fighter designed to compete in a crowded global market. Symbol of a rising aerospace power. The KF-21 Boramae is far more than just a combat aircraft. It is a bold declaration of South Korea's rising technological ambition. Once a nation almost entirely dependent on foreign suppliers for its air power, Korea has now entered the ranks of countries capable of producing fighter jets that can compete with the world's most advanced platforms. The Boramae's success highlights Korea's growing industrial maturity, proving that the nation is no longer limited to producing cars and smartphones, but is also capable of delivering cutting-edge aerospace hardware. It also reflects a newfound strategic autonomy, as Seoul has developed its own radars and electronic warfare systems, reducing reliance on foreign technology and safeguarding against restrictions. Most importantly, the KF-21 reshapes the regional power balance, serving as a credible deterrent against North Korea while bolstering South Korea's strategic influence across the broader Pacific theater. And that wraps up our deep dive into South Korea's KF-21 Boramae fighter jet. What do you think? Game changer or just hype? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. If you enjoyed this breakdown, make sure to hit that like button to support the channel. Don't forget to subscribe for more military tech and aviation insights. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.